Okay, so let's state the obvious real quick. OnlyFans has been existing for a very long time, but it's still ruining our society even till this day. Because not only do you have the most amount of people that are subscribed to OnlyFans than ever, you have a bunch of OnlyFans creators that are basically making upon millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing. In today's video, we're gonna watch a video talking about how OnlyFans has ruined our society. Out of all the videos I've ever made, I don't think I've ever directly made an OnlyFans video discussing OnlyFans before, which is actually kind of weird. But before we get into the video, make sure you like and subscribe. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, and I'll really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into the video.
Society has taught me one thing over these past several years. It's that people will do just about anything if a big enough dollar sign is put in front of their faces. How if given enough money, how easily people are willing to flush every ounce of self-respect and morals they have down the drain. OnlyFans is an app that has proved the lengths that people in this generation will go just to make a quick buck. Now, for those of you who don't know what OnlyFans is, imagine the hub, but in order to watch every video, you have to pay $5.99. Yeah, that sounds outrageous, doesn't it? Over the past several years, OnlyFans has been an app that has skyrocketed in popularity. The monetization of women getting smashed on camera seems to become more and more regular as the years go by. You know what? Shout out to all the women who actually try to get a job and an education. Shout out to all the women who still have self-respect and value their bodies. Shout out to all the women who try to get educated and actually try to develop skills. The world needs more women who walk around with pride like y'all. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but it seems like nowadays if you see a decent looking woman with big boobs, there's at least a 50-50 chance that bitch sells nudes online, bro. I remember when doing this type of disgraceful shit was frowned upon. Even the thought of a woman ever doing shit like this was absolutely disgusting. I remember when the last thing any woman would ever want is to have such a private part of her life exposed to the entire world. But now it feels like women doing OnlyFans has become extremely common. I don't know about y'all, but it feels like over the past several years there's been this virus, this infestation of OnlyFans girls. Literally all I have to do is go to a Random Thoughts IG account, click on the link that I guarantee is gonna be in their bio, and boom, I'm sent to a site filled with hundreds of videos of a bitch getting her back blown out. The world and society that we live in is just fucking sad, bro. And speaking of OnlyFans girls throwing away their self-respect for some money, I want to go over just some of the weirdest things that OnlyFans girls sell. Now obviously we get the gist of what most OnlyFans girls post on their account. We understand that the average OF model is nothing more than an off-brand P-star. But what if I told you that there are some OF girls that take it to the next level? What if I told you that there are some OF girls that have taken the phrase disappointment to my family to a whole new level? So first we got this bitch named Amaranth who started selling her own fart jars. Next we got this girl named Cactus Cutie who apparently sells her own urine to niggas. As if dudes buying farts in a jar wasn't bad, somehow this shit only continues to get worse. I just know the niggas who be buying this shit be slurping it up like it's fresh squeezed apple juice, just straight nasty. Next we got this girl named Jenna who pretends to be a fucking dog. Like really imagine you're at the dinner table with your daughter just trying to have a nice family dinner. You ask her about her day and she starts telling you how she spent all day on her knees and barking at random strangers.
I would love to know the person that actually came up with the idea of selling their own pee. What would that pee be used for? Like would someone drink it? I don't think you should drink urine. I'm not sure. Fuck, I mean at least they're being creative, but that's just straight disgusting. I just can't really fathom that any of these OnlyFans girls can consider themselves hard workers, because that's just not what this is. You're just finding creative ways to be weird and disgusting, even though at the end of the day it's mostly men's fault for buying into their shit, but it's still disgusting nonetheless. But hey, at least they don't sell their own bathwater. Oh, they do.
All of these women are nothing more than a further demonstration of how far detached from humanity a lot of these OnlyFans bitches are. There's about a million more different OnlyFans girls that do disgusting shit for money, but these are just some of the worst that I could find. I also want to talk about the effect it has on men. So like I said before, OnlyFans is pretty much a greater value version of the hub, but the downside to an app like OnlyFans is that you have to pay for every little thing you see. You want a booty pic? $10. You want to see some melons? $20. You want to see some feet? $30. Before you know it, you spend like $200 on some mid pics you could get on IG. And God forbid you try and get a video, they might charge you $100 just for a 30-second vid. But the sad part is you actually have dudes that pay for this shit, man. You have dudes who would rather spend their hard-earned money to try and get one off instead of buying stuff that they actually need. I mean, just to refresh you guys' memory, the Catch Me Outside girl made a whole million the first day she had an OnlyFans. This bitch finessed more money in 24 hours than I had my entire life. Just think about how many creepy, sexless losers actually pay for that shit. And then you got this girl named Corinna Koff who casually one day flexed her OnlyFans earnings. Does that shit say 2.3 million?
2.3 million? Y'all are sitting up here telling me that the Apple Vision Pro is expensive. Y'all are giving this motherfucker $2.3 million for nothing. Just for some pics that you can definitely Google search or do AI at this point. AI, you can do whatever you want with that. But guys, 2.3 million, that could have went to anything else. That could have went on a date instead of OnlyFans pictures, bro. That could have went on so many many different things.
OnlyFans is an app that basically preys and capitalizes off the extreme loneliness of men. Think about it. Some of these OF girls make NBA player type money because we live in a world full of desperate men. OnlyFans really has the same toxic effect on the man's mind as the hub does, only that at the very least the hub is free. These dudes really pay a whole Netflix subscription for this shit, man. Unbelievable. Next, I want to talk about the reality of OnlyFans and women who try to get into it. Now, the reason a lot of women try OnlyFans is pretty simple: easy money. Scientifically proven that if you give humans the ability to earn easy money, they're more than likely gonna take it, no matter how disgusting or embarrassing the shit they have to do for it is. Lots of talentless, desperate women start OnlyFans in the hopes they'll be able to make millions of dollars just for showing cheeks on the internet. That one day they'll become the next Belle Delphine and become dumb rich off of it. They see these stories of women making 6 or even 7 figures a month just from taking pictures, and they really think that that could be them. Little do they know, they're not that guy. Only the top 0.00001% of all these OnlyFans hoes actually make this kind of money. By doing some intense research with my best friend Google, I found out that the average income for OnlyFans models is about $150 a month. Hell, even I make more than that, and I'm f***ing broke. Basically, what that means is that now you have tons of women who slut themselves out on the internet just to barely make enough to pay their phone bill. What a damn shame.
OnlyFans creators actually don't make as much as normal people think they do. The 99%, they can't even make enough to pay off bills, rent, anything. These OnlyFans creators that are literally putting their life on the line can't even afford to buy video games at this point, because video games are now $70 and they're only making like $100 a month, because you're sending explicit photos out there for everyone to see. But what if your employer, what if your school sees those photos? At that point, you're cooked. You ain't got no real backup plan. You can't get an actual plan because no one's gonna mess with you. A lot of people think OnlyFans is easy money, which in a lot of ways it is, but that easy money comes at a cost. That if you do OnlyFans, you pretty much don't have any other option. So OnlyFans better work for you, my guy.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard stories of women who make adult content that end up regretting it simply for those reasons, no matter how much money they made. You really just end up fucking yourself over in so many ways, all for $150 a month. Congratulations, you played yourself. Now you're jobless and a certified internet whore. And even if you do end up being a part of the small percent of OnlyFans girls that do end up rich, I promise it will be worth throwing all of that away. And then just think about one day these women could possibly have children, bro. These women who have videos of themselves getting folded like a pretzel. Could you imagine being a kid and having a mom that does OnlyFans? Could you imagine the unholy amount of bullying you'd have to endure on a day-to-day basis? You're at lunch just trying to eat your shitty, barely edible, and probably contaminated school lunch, and all of a sudden someone flashes you with a video of your mom devouring some meat. That's some shit that will make a nigga want to self-delete himself, on God. We're really about to have an entire new generation of OnlyFans moms.
That shit could honestly haunt you the rest of your life. I don't even know how I would feel if I saw someone I knew on OnlyFans. I don't even want to think about it, to be honest. I would just lose so much respect for the person you know that does OnlyFans. If you are a part of the top 1% that ends up, you know, getting money, you're still not going to get respect. You're still going to get treated like shit. Just a disgusting internet thought, and unfortunately, that's just how you're going to be looked at for life. But yeah, man, OnlyFans has cooked us in so many ways. It could cook your entire personal life. It can cook your entire family, your friends, everybody you know. It can cook your brain by you watching that shit, and cook your bank account. So please, don't spend money on it. And if you thought about starting it, I'd highly suggest you don't. But anyways, what did you think about the video? Make sure you like and subscribe because we're on the road to 10K, and I'll see you boys later. Peace out. Ain't gonna lie, this nigga is getting dick down from all different angles.